Hello, my name is Judy Hemler. The program that I will be focusing on today is the Wonders program. I am currently a first grade teacher, so I have the most experience there. The 4 to 5 key characteristics about how the brain learns to read goes through the different phases. The first phase is the pictorial stage. So this is when children first begin to recognize what is a letter. They are able to recognize the shape, and they are able to identify that this is a letter. Then in the second phase, the phonological stage, the brain begins to actually decode the letters and understands the sounds that the different letters make. So they are beginning to match different sounds with different letters. In the third phase, this is the orthographic stage. So the children are actually putting the sounds together that the letters make and identifying words quickly and accurately. So this phase is really where the children begin to read. In the primary grades especially, it is a huge jumping point for the students where they are putting all of these phases together to start to actually learn how to read. These different phases activate different brain circuits, and so with enough practice, they are able to be consolidated in the left hemisphere. This is called the visual word form area, so this is really where their processing is taking place. In the consolidation process, the next part, it's a complex area of the brain in where the students are putting the sounds together and putting the words together and becoming readers. This happens at different rates for students, and so as the students become better readers, they're able to identify the words a bit quicker and more accurately. There can be a discrepancy here, especially in the younger grades where students are beginning to read and some are catching on a bit faster than others. This is where different reading concerns can be addressed. In the reading program that I am going to be discussing today, it is the Wonders program by McGraw-Hill Education, and it was published in 2014. I use this program with my first grade students, mostly in small groups. The program itself is a bit of a curriculum. So there are many different aspects that go into this series and into this program. However, since the county that I teach in Baltimore County, Maryland, writes their own curriculum, the stories really don't align with what the curriculum has. So to have this series and not be able to effectively implement it becomes a bit frustrating at times. I mostly just use the Wonders program for supplemental text to the curriculum. If the text happens to relate to the genre that I am teaching or somewhat to the topic that I'm teaching, I do like to use them with my students because there are many of the same copy of the books. So the students are able to follow along in a whole group, but I mostly use the readers in small group. The small group readers are something that the county has purchased additionally, and those readers are a bit more appropriate for the different levels of readers in my classroom. The supplemental texts that I use are solely for on grade level students, so like most educators realize, students are hardly ever exactly where they need to be. You always have students above or you always have students below. So because these texts are on grade level only, I usually stray away from using them too often. There is a program for phonics that also goes with it, but it has been deemed developmentally inappropriate because it skips the phonological phase and goes straight to expecting the students to understand and to read the words quickly and accurately in the orthographic stage. At the beginning of the year, I used decodable stories, so the phonics somewhat matched the Wonders program, but towards the middle of the year, it becomes way too overwhelming for my first grade students when they are trying to teach them many different spellings for the same sound without any rhyme or reason. I have taught this program for 3 years as well as used it in internships. I do use it mostly for supplemental texts, but I am very aware of the overall program. My major findings and insights is that it does not align with our curriculum, it doesn't support the appropriate phonological awareness, and it really doesn't benefit all different readers at all different levels. My students are not interested in it because the stories are very bland, and so overall I would not recommend this program to other educators. Thank you for your time.